very much, Ji. First of all, we are very delighted to have our senior professor, Mr. Zamir Ahmed, with us, and it was really a great opportunity again to listen to Professor Zamir Saab. He's really a wonderful guy, and whenever he speaks, he really speaks from his heart. He has a vast experience on China, and every time whenever we listen him, there are multiple things that we learn about China. And today's topic about China's sustainable development initiative. Being a journalist, I just would like to share my own ideas that what is this China's sustainable development initiative ideas, why China is doing that, and why the world is concerned about it. And after the fall of Soviet Union at the end of the Cold War, there was a change in the international arena, and the international community or the international stage was reshaping. The world was moving from bipolar to the unipolar, world, and there was only one power, that was the United States, that started dominating the international platforms everywhere. So, but with the passage of the time, when China became the part of World Trade Organization, so we started witnessing something big is of WTO, the economic infrastructure, the trade infrastructures around the globe started changing. So then opening up policies of China, and with these reforms and opening up policies at the start of this 21st century, China initiated and China tried to get engaged with more and more countries, whether it's allied partners or whether the countries who are not, on the same page agenda with China, and those are the Western countries and the America. So with the passage of the time, China, as a major responsible country, also gained the status of the second largest economy of the world. So after getting the participation in WTO, we witnessed that there are many good things are happening with a very fast scale, and with a very good speed. So when China became the second largest economy of the world, then China started thinking, and China felt that now being as a second largest economy of the world, there are many more responsibilities. The international responsibilities are attached with Beijing and with China and with the leadership of the China, especially with the Communist Party of China. So then China started thinking on these agendas, that now what China have gained while trading with the international community, now it is a time to shift these benefits with the international community, especially with the developing countries and those countries who are the partner countries with China. So when President Xi Jinping came into power, so we see that there was another shift in the development patterns and the development philosophy of China. So with the Xi Jinping as a president at the top of Chinese leadership, we witnessed that a Belt and Road Initiative was introduced, and then we see how Belt and Road Initiative started changing the narratives and the patterns of the development. There were some of the scholars who really confessed and who accepted that China with the Belt and Road Initiative and the new development pattern, China has China. So the thing was that the zero sum mentality. In this, um, zero sum mentality, you know what are your agendas and what are your requirements and how we can help you in achieving your development. So it was a zero sum mentality where the benefit was only linked. It was introduced. What was that mentality? It was about the mutual consultation, the meaningful consultation, and based on the win-win situation. So we see that with this win-win situation and the mutual consultation based on mutual needs, China always started listening that what are the needs of the recipient countries, what are the needs of the developing world. And we were witnessing the reports that thousands of billions of dollars are needed in the infrastructure development, especially in the developing world. So with this Belt and Road Initiative, when China started listening to the needs of the developing countries, we witnessed the reports that China is committed to invest more than $500 billion in the developing countries. And we have also, read about the friendliness and neighborhood policies of China. So China started from its neighborhood countries. So China is having more and more neighboring countries. I think around 21. There are the 21 countries. Border is linked, whether through land or sea, is connected with China. So these were the countries who were the initial or the basic, you can say, the beneficiary of the Chinese development philosophy. And the Pakistan, as a very good brother, as a very good friend, and a very immediate and close neighbor of China, also under the Belt and Road Initiative, received a flagship project of Belt and Road Initiative that is known as the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. So we see that how this China-Pakistan Economic Corridor started changing the economic parameters of Pakistan, like starting from tackling the energy crisis and starting from the infrastructural development, the development of our highways, the expressways, the development of the Gwadar port. So now we are moving towards the industrial development, industrialization process. So there are many things that China's development. Mr. Shams, if you give me 1 minute, as a prayer is started, azan is going on, so I will pause for a minute. Azan is going on. After this azan, we'll continue.
Okay.
Azan is going on. Okay.
Okay. Please unmute your mic, Mr. Zamir Asadi sir. Please unmute your mic, Zamir sir.
Okay, thank you. So the economic rise of China has provided a strong tailwind for the regional growth of Asia. And similarly, China's growth is, disproportionately benefiting many economies across the larger scale class of emerging markets. So I think that the desire of China to maintain its economic growth as wages rise, to find out an outlet for its labor-intensive businesses as it moves into services and knowledge-based industries, and to expand its international influence. So there are many countries that with the rising influence of China and with the peaceful rise of China, we are witnessing the peaceful development process of China. The Western concepts, what we are reading and what we are witnessing, they always, you present the peaceful rise of China as a threat for the international community. But frankly speaking, the peaceful rise of China is bringing vast opportunities of the peaceful development for many countries. And like if you talk about Pakistan, in the first phase of the CPAC, Pakistan have received more than $19 billion investment. There were more than $19 billion investment projects have been completed in Pakistan, and our society is getting the benefits. Who is getting the Chinese are getting benefit with this investment? Definitely, they will be, as a business tycoon, they will be getting the benefits. But what benefits Pakistani society is getting are enormous and are huge. And I think there was not a single country in the world when Pakistan was facing the challenges of terrorism. There was not a single country like United States or the European countries who were even ready or willing to invest in Pakistan. So it was China, our close neighbor, our friend, our brotherly country. When it started Belt and Road Initiative, it took the step to invest in Pakistan. So the investment of China has Mr. Mushahid has always said that the investment of China is a vote of confidence of China on Pakistan. So that really started changing the economic landscape of Pakistan and really convinced other countries to join the bandwagon. So the international community, started thinking that if China will cultivate all of the opportunities from Pakistan, then we will left behind. Then we see that started they really offered. So the China from its sustainable global development initiative is that wherever China invested, other countries from the region and from the international community also started investing in those countries. So they started that if China will cultivate all of the opportunities, then we will left behind. So it is very interesting point that other international countries then started thinking that now we will have to change our mindset of the investment and we will have to change the mindset of the development. And what China is doing with its partner countries, while listening their needs, we will have to go with this mindset now. So I think China is reshaping the development narratives of the world, and China is leading the development campaigns. And we see that China is the only country that has been getting the completion of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals agenda.